our book, The Last Street Boss, How John Gotti Took Over the American Mafia, is out for sale. I think we've already sold 70 or 80 books already, which is beyond what I thought it would be this quick. If you're looking for a John Gotti book, one that's accurate, one that's semi biographical, and you want to see documents and photos and other stuff you've never seen in your life, this is the book. And now I'm going to say this off the top because I know everybody's already attacking the book, and that's just what people do when they don't have anything in their life worth doing, right? I don't care. You guys can attack the book all day long. This is going to change, I think, a narrative that's been around for a long time. And there is parts of this book that aren't exactly what I would call Gotti friendly. And that's more to dispel this myth or this weird rumor going around that I wrote this at the behest of other people, and I didn't. Got a lot of history, a lot of unique stuff. Some of the Gotti family lineage a bit that I don't think's ever been put in a book before. So listen, if you want to read about John Gotti and everything that happened in a decade and a half between John Gotti and Paul Castellano with Neil Delacroce, this is the book. I think the safest way of saying this is I'm not a journalist, right? Nobody on YouTube is a journalist, with the exception of maybe like a Scott Bernstein. He's probably more wired to that journalism route than any of us, and maybe RJ, but nobody else is a journalist at all. So I just wish that when people would write books, that they would provide the evidence to back up what they're saying. And we've done that in this book. Like I said, we've sold a ton of books already. A lot of people have already gotten back to me that sort of had copies of the book before anybody else did. They had PDF versions. They all said, this is going to change it. This is going to change it. So you don't have to like me. If you like mob history, this will be the book for you. And also, let me just add this. All of you who are running over there and doing fake reviews, you do realize that if you use a fake email that is not corresponding to anything, that first of all, I get your ISP. So if you're going to try to like dummy down the book and why, and it's hilarious to me because you guys did this to me the last time I wrote a book. It had just gone on sale, and within an hour, there were 15 reviews saying it was garbage. How can you review something you haven't fucking read? It's just because you're haters and you're trolls. And all of you who are running over there and doing fake reviews, you do realize that if you use a fake email that is not corresponding to anything, that first of all, I get your ISP. So if you're going to try to like dummy down the book and why, and it's hilarious to me because you guys did this to me the last time I wrote a book. It had just gone on sale, and within an hour, there were 15 reviews saying it was garbage. How can you review something you haven't fucking read? It's just because you're haters and you're trolls, and that's it. So like I said, you don't like me, fine. Don't buy the book. But this book is worth it. A lot of people really have enjoyed it. So around to barnesandnoble.com.
Hold up. Hold up.
When did your interest in organized crime start, and how did you build up the extensive knowledge you have on the subject?
I don't think I have told anyone this story ever. I was 11 years old, and I was at a local video store with my brother. I of course wanted to rent some ninja movie. He wouldn't have it and grabbed a copy of Goodfellas. He said it was important that I watch it, and I needed to understand it. I had no idea what he meant, but I started seeing things in that movie I recognized. The suits, the cars, the language. The whispered conversations. I had an immediate flash forward to my relatives. Things like, Uncle Jimmy talks like him, or Uncle Tony dresses like that. The movie drew a parallel to the people I loved and called uncle, cousin, grandpa. All through that movie my brother kept saying, "See, do you see?" It took me a while to understand, but he was essentially telling me what my family did for living. There were other signs I began to put together a few years later, but I was totally intoxicated by what I saw. From that day on, any book I could get my hands on, or any whispered conversation I could overhear, I wanted to be in the thick of it. I leaned to play dumb and listen to those conversations, and I could read between the lines. Things like, Joey had to go away, he was terminal, followed by laughter. It didn't take a rocket scientist to figure out what they meant. I was hooked from day one.
Something